Hello and welcome to my channel. If you don't know me already, I go by Ally, and this is my introductory video to the Ray Draft League. This draft league is based on the Series 9 rule set, so you can only draft Pokemon in the Sword and Shield decks, and no restricted Pokemon are allowed. This is the second season of the league, and last season I did well enough to be crowned champion. For season 2, I wanted to challenge myself to draft something completely different, so let's get into it. So for the first Pokemon I drafted, it was Togekiss. Now, Togekiss is obviously an amazing Pokemon, right? It's got great supportive options such as Follow Me, Helping Hand, Yawn, and can just do a lot of different things on the supportive scale. Now, it's also an offensive threat, right? It has different sets that it can run, such as Weakness Policy, Crit Kiss with Scope Lens and Super Luck, 50% chance to crit. Absolutely amazing Pokemon. Super thrilled to get this guy, and can't wait to use him. Now, the second Pokemon we got is Grimmsnarl. Right, and Grimmsnarl, obviously, if you played Sword and Shield whatsoever, you know how big of a threat and how much of an annoyance this guy can be. It's got screen sets that it can run, Trick, Thunder Wave, Scary Face, Burning Jealousy, so many different things that it can run supportively, and it just goes really well with Togekiss. So we're super thrilled to get this guy. Also has an amazing attack stat of 120, so can be a offensive threat as well, right? So that's pretty awesome. And yeah, so going into my third pick, I was able to get Entei, which I was super happy about. Entei supports Togekiss and Grimmsnarl very well. It's got supportive options such as Howl, Helping Hand, Snarl, and Sacred Fire. So Sacred Fire is an absolutely incredible move. Obviously, it can burn. It's got a 50% chance to burn the target. So yeah, quite a swell Pokemon right there. So super happy to get him. And goes really well with Togekiss and Grimmsnarl, like I stated earlier. And yeah, so really excited to use this Pokemon as well. And then for my fourth pick, I was able to pick up Gengar, which I love Gengar. It's got some amazing supportive options, such as Trick Room, Will-O-Wisp, Icy Wind. Just does really well with Togekiss and Grimmsnarl. So I was super thrilled to get this Pokemon. And yeah, it's also quite a good offensive threat as well, right? 130 special attack, so Stab, Shadow Ball, and Sludge Bomb are absolutely incredible, and yeah, really strong options that it has as well as far as coverage moves go. It has Grass coverage, Fairy coverage, Dark coverage, Fighting coverage, so yeah, really great Pokemon. Super thrilled to get him and have him be a part of the team. And then for our next Pokemon, we got Gastrodon. Now, Gastrodon has been one of the most consistent Pokemon in Sword and Shield, in my opinion. It's been good in various formats. Its ability Storm Drain is absolutely incredible. The fact that it can just take water attacks and get a special attack boost, that's absolutely mad, right? And it goes super well with Entei. And, looking at the rest of my team, I don't have, like, the best water resist, right? So having this Pokemon on the team helps out a lot supportively, and it can be offensive as well, right? Obviously, it can be really good at stacking max Quake Boost. It has Ice Beam. It's got water moves, obviously, Sludge Bomb. It just has a lot of different stuff that it can go for, and a lot of pressure that it can put on into opposing teams, right? So, and then for my sixth pick, I was able to get Executor, which I love Executor. I think it's a very high value tier 4 pick. It's got great supportive options. It's got Sleep Powder. It's got Trick Room. It's got pretty good stats as well, right? Can be ran as special. Can be ran as physical. Has pretty solid bulk, all things considered. And overall, just a really good Pokemon. So I was super excited to get this Pokemon as a tier 4, which is the lowest tier in the league. So yeah, I am not too upset about that. So yeah. Moving on to the next Pokemon, we got Bisharp. Not really a supportive Pokemon whatsoever, but offensive sets can definitely put on a lot of pressure. Pairs really well with Gengar. You have options for Icy Wind and Assurance combos, which is absolutely fantastic. If you guys don't know, Assurance, the power doubles if the target was damaged that turn. So say Gengar goes for Icy Wind, lowers their speed. You go for 120 base power Assurance into their Pokemon, and it's basically a max darkness. It's very strong. So yeah, super excited to use those guys as a duo. Lots of different things that you can do with them together. You can max Gengar and get Phantasm drops, and then clean up with Assurance. You can get Phantasm drops, set up a Swords Dance, and then just Sucker Punch everything to death. There's just a lot of different stuff that you can do to put on pressure against other teams. So I really like that combination a lot, and I think A lot of people are probably going to sleep on it, unless they're watching this video. If they are, well, you might be a little more prepared for it now. Anyways, so going into the 8th pick, we got Conkeldurr, and this is an absolutely insane Pokemon, right? It's got some really great stats. It's got a great tier for speed. Excuse me, can't talk today. Great tier for Trick Room, and yeah, it's got some amazing coverage as well, right? It gets Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Poison coverage, Rock coverage, Ground coverage. Just absolutely crazy Pokemon. It's got 3 crazy abilities, so yeah, super excited about this Pokemon. And, you know, early formats, Conkeldurr was an absolute menace, and I think it still is in this format. So really excited to use that Pokemon. It's gonna be great. And then going into my 9th pick, which was Landorus Eye, and Landorus Eye is, you know, not as well known as his brother Landorus T, but I think he's just about as strong as his brother, other than the fact that he doesn't have Intimidate, but he does get Sheer Force, which, you know, that's a pretty strong ability for a Pokemon like this to have, right? Say you slap a Life Orb on this guy, now you're going to get your moves boosted up by 1.6 power, which is a lot of damage that your opponent's got to deal with. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with Dynamax as far as Sheer Force goes, but still, really great Dynamax Pokemon, great outside of Dynamax as well. Has some pretty great setup moves that it can go for. It can do a lot of different things. Goes really well with Togekiss, obviously. Able to go for max air shoots to Togekiss and Earthquakes with Landorus and just put on a lot of offensive pressure. So really excited about that combination. I think it just fits in with the team really, really well. Super good with Gastron, obviously. Protects it from water attacks and all that. So yeah. And then diving into my 10th Pokemon, we got Vikavolt. And Vikavolt's another really strong option for Trick Room. Has an insane special attack stat of 145, which, if I'm not mistaken, that's the 3rd highest in the game. Yeah, it's tied with a few other guys, but yeah, 145 special attack. Absolutely insane. People are sleeping on this Pokemon. This guy can do some things. Watch out. Okay. And last but not least, we have Caporaja, who's also another big threat in Trick Room. With Sheer Force and 130 base attack, this guy's putting on some big pressure. He's gonna do some damage, and it has some crazy coverage. Yeah, like, no, seriously. Let's just kind of talk about the coverage it gets. It gets Fighting, Ground, Fire, Dark, Steel, Dragon, Fairy, Grass, Rock. You name it, it adds it. It's absolutely crazy. Don't know how this Pokemon is a tier 4 Pokemon in this league, but, you know, I was happy to grab it, and, you know, I think overall, my team's just really strong and has a lot of good options. It's super, super balanced. Also, I did want to touch on the power rankings, which were posted the day before this video was recorded. The power rankings were created by 2 admins of the league. If you're interested in checking out that video and seeing how the other teams stack up, I'll be posting the link in the video to the description. My team was ranked 7th overall out of 14 players, which I think is an interesting ranking for my team. I think I have a lot of amazing options when it comes to offense, support, and speed control. So I felt like 7 was a little low for me, but anyways. It will be interesting to see how those rankings fluctuate over the course of the season and see how we do. Week 1, we got KD, who's a very accomplished draft league player and has a very strong team. So looking forward to playing him. Should be posting the video for that battle at some point in the next week, so be on the lookout for that.